the Chinese president and said he, quote, his office said he, quote, raised our serious concerns about interference activities in Canada. Was the Prime Minister ever briefed about any of these, and I quote, interference activities that he says, that the Prime Minister says went on in Canada?
What did Justin Trudeau know about Chinese interference, and when did he know it? Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist for the Toronto Sun. We've had a strange affair going on in terms of Justin Trudeau's statements, his comments regarding Chinese interference in Canada. For weeks now, the Prime Minister's been asked about Chinese interference in Canada's 2019 election, and specifically a report from Global saying that 11 candidates, some 13 political staffers, an Ontario MPP, and $250,000 from the Chinese consulate here in Toronto interfered in Canada's 2019 election. Neither the Prime Minister nor anyone else in his government has ever denied that this Global report, based on what they say is information from CSIS, is false. And yet, the Prime Minister said on a recent foreign trip that he was never briefed on money from China. Now, that's key because he didn't say he wasn't briefed on foreign interference. He said he wasn't briefed on money from China.
These media reports were things that we took seriously, and we asked our security officials to follow up on them, and we have asked them to give all information that they can, to share what they can with the parliamentary committee looking into it. But again, let me be very clear. I have no information, and I get briefed up regularly from our intelligence and security officials. I have no information on any federal candidates receiving money from China.
He's splitting hairs and not telling the full truth. And yet when Pierre Poilievre asked him about foreign interference, the clip you saw off the top of this video, what did Trudeau answer with? He talked about generalities of Chinese foreign interference, but didn't speak about the elections. So Poilievre asked a follow-up question. What did you raise with Chinese President Xi?
What specific interference was the Prime Minister referring to when he raised his serious concerns about interference with the Chinese president?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
We've known for many years that there are consistent engagements by representatives of the Chinese government into Canadian communities with local media, reports of illicit Chinese police stations. These are all things that we continue to be concerned about, that our officials stay active on, and that we will continue to be vigilant around to keep Canadians safe.
Trudeau's answer on what he raised with President Xi was not that he raised the issue of Chinese interference in Canada's elections. He said he raised the issue of foreign police stations operated by China. Now, these aren't bricks and mortar police stations. I've visited 3 of the alleged locations, but they are something that operates, something that exists in Canada. People acting as agents of the Chinese government in a law enforcement capacity on Canadian soil in contravention of international law. That is serious, and Trudeau should raise it with him. But what about the election interference? We've got this media report, we've got the alleged CSIS report, but the head of Canada's elections watchdog, the Commissioner of Canada Elections, says he's heard nothing. The Ontario government says they've never been contacted about a sitting MPP allegedly being involved in this. Even their liaison with CSIS has learned nothing. And Trudeau says he wasn't briefed on the money, but doesn't say he wasn't briefed on other interference. The public deserves to know more than what we've been told so far. Sure, there's going to be things government can't tell us, but we do need to know more than what they've been letting on so far. This is about the situation with our elections. Allegation is 11 Conservative and Liberal candidates received help from the Chinese government. Were any of them elected? Did it sway the outcome even in one riding? These are things we should at least be able to talk about, not hide behind, obfuscate, and avoid talking about. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.